It is, it is time to say welcome to you, friend. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say welcome to everyone. We give thanks to God for another beautiful day that He has gathered us together today. And He make us to have a good day. There was rain, but everything was calm. We give Him thanks.
Amen.
So today, as we usually do, we are going to read our recitation. This is our recitation. Let's read it together.
Who am I? I am a genius kid with positive pride. I don't allow bullying. I will strive to fulfill my destiny. So help me God.
Let's say one more time.
Who I am. I am a genius kid with positive pride. I don't allow bullying. I will strive to fulfill my destiny. So help me God.
Amen. We know what it means. A genius kid with a positive pride. Let's keep doing our best. In the school, in the environment, everywhere we are. Remember who you are. You are a genius kid. Adasa, Ruth, David, and the Oraike family, and everyone. We are a genius, a smart kid. Two, I don't allow bullying. Don't allow anybody to belittle you, to tell you don't speak. If anybody wants to ride you and you are on your right, speak up, okay? If you need help, talk to the teacher. And I will strive to fulfill my destiny. It's doing your best. You have homework to do. Do everything you have to do. Doing your best is your destiny. And the Lord God will help us in Jesus' name. Amen. So, this week is dedicated for the remembrance of Martin Luther King. Did you observe that on Monday? It was holiday. We didn't go to school because of Martin Luther King. And our today's story is related to his story. We're talking about Luther King because he had a dream, because of the difference he made at his own time. This is our own time. We're going to do what we can do. That is fulfilling our destiny. And we have asked God to help us. The little time he lived on earth, he was able to fulfill his destiny. And God Almighty, God will help us. We will fulfill our destiny. You see, one of his words that we can always remember, he says, I have a dream. So we are celebrating him because of his dream and the equality he brings onto the black. With the black, we can speak today because of what he did for us. This is our own time, and we are going to do our best. As a genius kid, God is going to help us. We'll do our best. So we have a story today that is titled Generosity and Giving to Others. Say it together. Generosity. Let's say it. Generosity. Can you hear me?
Yes, generosity.
Generosity and giving to others. That's the title of today's story. So let's listen and enjoy the story. There's a lesson for everyone, for both children and adults. Story, story, story. Once upon a time, there was a rich man who hired a great mathematician. The rich man wanted the mathematician to find the best way for him to make the greatest profit in everything he did, because he has a business, he's a businessman. He want to make more money. So the rich man was building a huge safe. I have a picture here of a man. Can you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
This is a rich man. This is a rich man. And beside him is resting on the safe. On a safe that he built for him to store his gold and jewels. You can see inside this safe is gold there. Inside the safe, there is gold there, and I have a piece of gold here for us to see how gold look like. Can we see it?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what is storing inside his inside his safe because he had a dream. The mathematician was shut away for months in his study before finally believing he had found the solution for the rich man. But he soon found there was some errors in his calculation, and he started all over again. Who started all over again?
The mathematician.
Yes, the mathematician starts his finding all over again. Because of what? He find there was an error in his experiment, in his searching. He did not get it right. So he starts all over again, looking for solution to find an answer for the rich man. So one day he appeared at the night. He appeared at the rich man's house with a big smile on his face. He said, I find it, I find it. He said, my calculations are perfect now. Please, please hear me. But the rich man was going on a long journey the next day and didn't have time to listen to the mathematician. But he promised the mathematician he would pay him double his wages if he would take charge of the business while he was away and put the new formula into practice. What is the formula? Who know the formula? What is his assignment that the rich man? The assignment is to find out how he can make more profit, how he can make more gain. So the mathematician is making some research. He's doing all the discovery that he can do. Excited by his discovery, the mathematician was delighted to accept the offer of the rich man. When the rich man returned from his journey months later, he found that all of his possessions had gone. Go, let us find out. Furious, angry, he went to ask for the explanation from the mathematician. The mathematician calmly told him what he had done. Let's hear what he has done. He had given everything away to people that are in need. The rich man couldn't believe it, but the mathematician explained it further. For months, I studied how a man could gain the maximum benefit, but what I could do was always limited. The mathematician said, how can someone that is rich, a millionaire, is gaining and he gaining and he gaining and he want to gain more? So he was making some discovery how he can gain more. But what did he say? He said, but what I could do was always. Why? Because only God can do the unlimited. The rich man wants the mathematician to do something extraordinary for him to be able to make more gain. But the mathematician made him to know that only God can do the unlimited. There is a limit to how much one man can do. What did he say?
There's a limit to how much one man can do by himself.
Yeah, that's what the mathematician said to the rich man. Then I understood the key was that many people could help us to achieve the game. That's what the mathematician is saying to the rich man, that he think over it, that he knows that a lot of people can help them to achieve their aim, their goal. So the conclusion was that helping others. What did he say? Helping others. That is the finding of the mathematician, his conclusion for the solution for the rich man. Helping others was the best way to get more and more people to visit us. What become the emotion of the rich man? He was disappointed, furious, angrily. The greedy man, some of, desperate at having lost everything, to the head brain scream of a madman. So now he's calling the mathematician names because he did not expect what the mathematician has come up for him as a solution. However, while he was walking away angrily, furious, and disappointed, a lot of people, several of his neighbors, ran over to him. They were worried about him because they know him as a rich man is always happy. And everywhere he goes, he has some entourage that goes around with him. But this is walking alone. All of them had been helped when the mathematician shared out the rich man's fortune unknowingly to the rich man. This was what happened while the rich man was away. His fortune was shared out, and everybody that received the fortune, maybe some people that need, as a rich man, he has a cloth in his wardrobe that he has not even used. But what did the mathematician do? He gives out all those clothes that are inside the closet that has not been used, all the shoes that are in the shoe rack that has not been used. He knows that the rich man cannot use everything at once. He knows what is using. I know what he did not need. So it is what he did not need that he gives out to people. But people don't have food. The mathematician go into the food pantry. He see what is extra. He give it out. If there are water in the bag, people are in need of water. He give it out. People are in need of all those small things, stationery, things that people are in need of. The mathematician give it out because he knows that the rich man has so much that he cannot use all by himself. Because the rich man has people that cares for him. But he have people that cook for him. He have a lot of people that do everything that is in need of. So mathematician help him by giving out things that are in need, that people are in need of. So what is the outcome of the people? They felt so grateful to him that they offered him the hospitality of their house and anything such a special man might need. Because they see the rich man in a mode that is unusual. They were asking him, what do you need? I can offer you. What do you need? I can offer this to you. So everything that they think they can offer to the rich man was offered to him. They never even argue over who will get to help him. You see, before, the rich man was not helping people as expected. But because the mathematician helped to give out his belonging, his goods that he was not in need of, he gave it out, and now people have smile on their face. They were happy. And they were, whatever the rich man is in need of, I am ready to help. I am ready to be in support. So over the next few days, he saw the full result of what the mathematician had calculated. What is it? Wherever he went, he was received with great honor. Who was being received with great honor? Who is attracting respect now? Who is people appreciating? Who is people giving honor to? Is it the mathematician or the rich man?
The rich man.
Yes, the rich man. And everyone was willing to help him in whatever way they could. You see? Because his things has been given out. Some people that had crying before, there is smile on their face. There is hope. So the hopeless, they found hope. So those that are hungry, they have food to eat. And they were happy. So he realized that it's not having anything had given him much more. See, the less he have now, he have much joy. He's satisfied and he's happy. People needs are met. It's not only him that is being satisfied now. Everyone is satisfied with what they need. Everyone is pleased and satisfied with what they need. In this way, he managed to quickly set up flourishing business. But the time he This time, he followed the brilliant mathematician advice. What is the advice? The advice is to remember people that are in need and give out an helping hand. No longer did he keep his riches in a safe or anything like it. Instead, he shared his fortune among 100 friends whose heart he had converted into the safest safe. Most grateful, and now is most grateful and fruitful in his life because he has helped others. So we see that the rich man is now happy because instead of him to have all those goals and the jewel in his safe, that he have a dream to keep. All things that he did not is not in need of, that is not using, was given out to the helpless, to the homeless, and they have joy, they are happy. So the rich man also now is more happy because he has given joy and happiness unto the people that are in need of it. So here comes the end of today's story. Do we like the story?
Yes.
Is there any lesson we can derive from the story? Austin. Oriake family. Is there any lesson? Is there any,
Yes.
do we have any takeaway? Do you listen to the story? Austin.
Yes.
Do you follow the story?
Yes.
What's your take home from the story?
Like, so always watch your stuff, always be trustworthy, and have like friends that like actually keep loyal friends that actually do what you ask them to do and not like destroy your property. Like how the mathematician took all the rich guy's stuff and everything.
Okay, thank you. We should always have a loyal friend. Anything from Eric's? Your brothers, do they have anything to tell us? Yes, I want from the three of them.
Okay, ma'am.
That
The boys, speak.
What I learned is that it's from one part. Even though when somebody was rich and you do something, don't try to stop people from helping somebody.
Okay, thank you. I want to hear from your brother. Is he there? Is your twin brother there? The big
He's
one
here.
is there? Yeah, you want to say something?
I'm Elvis, and I learned not to steal people's stuff because God is always watching.
Yeah.
I want something.
Okay, say yours. Thank you. Go ahead.
I want to have a helping hand.
Yes, good. That's also a nice one. Thank you. Go ahead, Adasa.
That whatever humans do is limited, but whatever God does is not limited.
Yes. We have unlimited God that can do and undo. Go ahead, Ruth. Go ahead.
We should not be selfish, and that we should share whatever we have with people, and we should help them.
Thank you so much. David, something from you? Okay, David. We're waiting, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Uh,
The mathematician, what did he do for the rich man?
it's telling me to do. The rich man.
Yes.
There's two things on my screen.
So tell me
It
first.
says, leave me or got it.
No, God is only God that is unlimited. That is, God can do everything. Because the mathematician can only do a limited thing. He can't do everything. but God can do everything. So limit is little you can do. Unlimited is you can do a lot of things. Okay? That's what the limited means, and the unlimited. That's what the word is. So here is the lesson of today. Firstly, we see that we are not to give up in our dream. You see, the rich man had a dream. Like Martin Luther King, he had a dream. So as a growing child, let us have a better dream. Let's have a dream of better future, a better tomorrow. You know, Martin Luther King says what? I have a dream. Can we remember his word? What did he say? Martin Luther he used to say, I have a dream. Can you remember any of his word?
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Even that will not be judged by our color. You know, we as black before, we don't have a say. We can't speak. We can't speak out there. But now, the black people, they are in majority in big place all over in New York and everywhere. We have a lot of black people that are doctors, engineers, lawyers. We're doing great now because we are a genius kid. We are all genius. So as a child also, we have a greater things to do in life. So what are you doing for others? Let us do whatever we can do. It is what Martin Luther King did in his own time. That's why we can speak of him today. He had a dream. Look at this picture. It says, I have a dream. Let us say it together. I have a dream.
Dream.
I have a dream. One more time. I have a dream. And we'll fulfill our dream in Jesus' name. Yes. We'll fulfill all our dream in Jesus' name. God will help us. So let's keep dreaming positively. The third one says to do our assigned homework. Whatever homework you have from school or in the house, do your best. Like the mathematician, he did his best. He did not give up. When he was going for finding his research, he did not get it right at first, but he did not give up. So we are not to quit as a child. Do not let us give up. God will help us. Is there any subject that is seems difficult for you? Try your best. Talk to your teacher, they can help you. Don't keep your books in your bag without doing it. Do your assigned homework. But the next one says, as a growing child, let's learn to share things to others. People that are in need, let us help others. Let us help others. From our today's story, we can see the man that helped other people with what they are not using. So let us follow good example to help others. Each man gained respect, honor, and acceptance wherever he goes, because things that is supposed to be kept in his safe has been given out to people, and there are smiles on people's face. People are happy. So, and now we see that at the end of the day, he gained much respect. He gained honor, acceptance. These are even more than what he had at the beginning. And also that we see that he gained happiness also, which is gold and money give to him. So let us try to do whatever we can do on a daily basis. Help your parents at home. When your mommy are in need of anything, even if your mom is not calling you and you are free, you don't have something to do, say, mommy, what can I help you to do? Help out, okay? Even if she didn't tell you the chores to do, look for things you can do in the house to help, because our parents are really working so hard to help us, to make sure that we have a good house, to make sure that everything about us is good. So let's keep doing our best. Do anybody have a question? David, any question? Oyake family, anyone with question? Talk to me now. It's your turn to talk. Okay, tell me what you like from the story. Let's go one more round. What are you going to tell your friend when you're meeting your friend about the stories class time? What did you learn? What can you tell others?
That you should share whatever you have with other people in need.
Thank you. Okay, so let's keep doing our best.
My mom wants to say
Just a
something.
word.
Okay, ma, go ahead.
Yeah, in sharing, you don't have to give what you don't want. It's the best. You give your friend, your brother, your sister the best. It doesn't have to be something that you want to throw away, that you want to give it to the next person. No. It has to be something that is very, very good
Yes, ma.
to share.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, ma. So we've learned to give something good, something that is people can see make use of, not things that they will get and they cannot use, but something good that they can see use. You see, like example is our God. You know who is our God? Let's spell the name of God. Spell the name of God. J-O-D. What did he do? He gave us the best. And yes, what's the name of his son?
Jesus.
Yes, God gave us Jesus. John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world. Because God loved us, he gave us the best. And that best is his son, Jesus Christ. He gave us the best Jesus, that whosoever loved him, whosoever liked him, whosoever believed in him, whosoever accept him, whosoever say yes to him, what will he do? He will give them eternal life. And that eternal life is a place in heaven. But before we go to heaven, we're going to have peace on earth. We're going to have a good life. Everything that God wants us to possess, we will have it. A good job, a good house, a good car. He will give us the best because he's our Father. So God give us the best. As mommy said, we should give things that is good, not things that they cannot make use of. That is what we are to do. Doing the best, giving the best. I like that contribution. And everyone's contribution is good. So every week, our comes up. Our story comes up. So I just thank you. Thank you, Ruth.
You're welcome.
So let's remind our friend as well to join us so that we can be much more. Because when we all gather together like this, we all learn together. We all learn together. Anything from you, David? Osato there? Osato, where are you? Okay, coming.
Ma?
Tell us, what to hear from you. What's your advice for us?
My advice is don't give up on your dream, because you never know if you're gonna be that one doctor. One day you won't be working for somebody. You'll be that boss in your own dream.
Yes.
You'll accomplish your dream in Jesus' name.
Amen. So don't let us give up. So the little thing we are doing today, the math not in school, the English, the science we are doing, we are working towards your dream. Even if you have to do some track in school, some people are doing sports now, divided sports into the activities of the day. Don't give up. Do your best. You need to run for the track. Do your best. Okay? Let's keep doing our best. Before we call it to the end of the day, anybody who have something to say? Do we know the recitation very well now? Because we need to read it without looking at it. Let's say the recitation one more time.
I am a genius kid with positive pride. I don't allow bullying.
Do not allow bullying.
Fulfill my destiny, so God help me.
Amen. Who am I?
I am a
Genius kid.
genius kid with positive pride. I don't allow bullying. I will strive to fulfill my destiny, so help me God.
Amen. So, and here comes to the end of today's story. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. Thank you all for joining. A good night rest. If you have homework to do, try to finish it up, okay? And next week, let's be on time as we are today. Appreciate you all. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye. You can sing the song. My friend, it is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to everyone. It is time to say bye-bye to friends. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to everyone.
Bye.
Yes.